Good morning, you guys. Yo, it's like 8 o'clock, and I have to get up and get ready and get out of the house. And I have to be at work in less than an hour. And my first meeting is at 9 a.m. But it's Friday. We're going to get ready together. We're going to enjoy each other's company all weekend. I think it's going to be an all weekend vlog. We'll see how it goes. I have plans this weekend, but we'll kind of see how it goes. My hair is getting really long, by the way. Alright, so let's make some coffee, do something in my hair, pack up some things. I'm hoping I can go to the gun range today. I pray I can go to the gun range today. And I'm going to show you what I bought and tell you about my experience yesterday. Okay, so it was done the other day, almost a week ago, but I haven't charged it. And I need to because I plan on vlogging all weekend. I have at least about 4 vlogs that I need, episodes actually, that I need to edit. And ask me if I've edited them, because I haven't. So, we'll work on it. I am going to show you what I bought though. So, by now we should already know that I bought a Glock. We should also know that my Smith & Wesson M&P is my favorite, and is actually my everyday carry. However, so kind of have to figure something else out for the simple fact is I put a whole bunch of stuff on, a whole bunch, I put 2 things on my gun. So yeah. I have an optic plate or optic ready. It's a red dot. That's what it's for. And then I bought a light. Well, it's supposed to do the same thing on my Glock. And they didn't have an optic ready. I still really wanted the Glock. It was a bad decision. So, I still bought it. And now I'm trying to figure out some things. You can modify it and go get it and then they can make it optic ready. I'm really not trying to do that to be honest. So I'm actually trying to figure out if I want to put a red dot or not on my slide. They say you can take your sight out and put it on your sight in the Glock, but yesterday when I went to this gun store, the guy actually did not recommend it, and this guy comes highly recommended. So I kind of trust his judgment for the most part. I'm gonna ask my the staff at the gun range tomorrow or today, depending on who's there, and see kind of what they say. So there's that. So I'll show you what I got. As we have makeup on there, the safety's on. So we did this, and this is what this is for. There's a light, and then you can actually see there's a red dot. So that is what I bought this for. I didn't buy the gun for. This is what I bought everything for. It's been to have this. It has been a task. Here is going to be the issue and the problem. This is my everyday carry. I now have to buy or get a custom holder for it, a holster. So holster one order is about 150, 160 bucks. So I'm gonna play with some things to see if it works or not. The biggest thing about me getting a custom holster is working out, being out and about. I want to be able to genuinely be able to move and have it. So with this being my everyday carry, me putting this light on really works. If I'm in other situations, as far as like I don't want as big of a holster, I'm thinking that the Glock is going to come in handy depending on what I do with the Glock. with me running, this being outside, if somebody comes up on me, I feel like if somebody comes up on me, the likelihood of me being able to hit my light is unrealistic, but there is that. So super happy about this. Let me tell you the story behind me going to get this bad boy, getting this on here. So eventually was able to get this on here with no problem. However, my red dot was a problem. So with my red dot, it's an optic plate, like it's an actual plate, and you gotta unscrew it on the top, for those who don't know, which here nor there. I thought I had all the tools in the world in this house to be able to get that off, and I swear up and down it came with one. Couldn't find it, tore my house apart, couldn't find it, didn't find it, and now we're here. So it is what it is. So went to Home Depot, couldn't get anyone to help me. Finally had this sweet guy from Pro Services. He came and helped me, whatever, he did the best he could. We thought we had found something, didn't find it. So I literally sat in the car and was like, oh, let me try and screw it before I walk away, before I drive off. That didn't happen. Went back in, returned it, had someone else help me. Well, called a manager. That was a whole ordeal. Then got someone else to help me. This sweet old man, older gentleman, tried to help me, and I was like, hey, this piece, if you try and use this ball joint in my optic, like I just brought my slide in, I didn't bring the whole gun, so if I brought my slide in, I was like, hey man, it's gonna break. And he was like, oh, let me try, I don't think it's gonna break. I'm gonna say this, I don't know a lot about firearms, I just know about my firearms, and then I also know based off of me trying if something's gonna break or not. So I was like, hey, don't try it, it's gonna break. And he's like, just let me try it. 2 seconds later, ball joint breaks into the freaking in my actual screw. Not happy. I was calm, upset, and the guy was so nice trying to help me fix it is what made it okay. Like I couldn't even be that really upset because he was genuinely trying and I knew he felt sorry. But my thing was, I don't know how to get this out. Call my boyfriend, everything. He's like, babe, we're gonna have to probably take it to gunsmith, and I'm irate at this point because I'm trying to get it done before Saturday, which I was able to get it done last night. So go to the manager. I was like, hey man, this situation happened, it's not his fault. Like he wasn't, it was his fault, but he wasn't trying to purposely do it. He had no ill will, there was no bad intentions, but somebody's got to pay for this, like for me to get this bad boy out, because he doesn't know how to do it and I don't know anybody who knows how to do it. Anyway, slap in the face, the guy was like, sorry, there's nothing we can do. I said, y'all just broke something in the slide of my gun and you telling me that there's nothing you can do? The math is not mathing. Very, very interesting. So I was like, okay. I go online, I start looking on YouTube videos. Ciao. Someone was like, oh yeah, same thing happened to me, went to Lowe's, did something. They did something completely different and they were like, got it out. Bet. Drive on the other side of town, go over to Lowe's. This gentleman's name, Lowe's, I think it's supervisor manager. Shout out if you ever see this. I want to say his name is like Modesto, I don't even know. But I know that is like Modosto or in that range. I might be missing a letter, just remember that. I'm talking about the man was like, oh, you just need a magnet. And I was like, I don't even know. Popped the bad boy out in the store and he was like, you want it? And it was like, motherfucker, that shit was way too easy. And he was like, what happened? So I told him the story. I went to Home Depot and it was like, literally, it's your fault because you went to Home Depot. And I'm like, no shit, Sherlock. Like, I'll never go back to Home Depot ever again. And I've always been a huge fan of Home Depot because they're right up the street and I'm taking my ass on to the other side. He tried the same thing. He had like, it was by Craftsman. And I was like, hey, that's what the guy did and my shit broke. And he was like, was it Craftsman? And I was like, no. And he was like, was it from Lowe's? And I was like, no. And he was like, there's difference. He was right. He was very much so right. And it worked. And then he actually helped me in the store and unscrewed my actual screw because I couldn't get that bad boy undone at all. And he was like, here you go. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And it was done. And I was like, oh, no. I'm getting the tool. I need all of it. So I am going to find Lowe's today and get that magnet. Excuse me. Ooh. To get that magnet because I literally need that. I just didn't have the time at the moment. Well, it's not even that. I just didn't think about it. And I was talking to my boyfriend, and he was like, "You didn't buy it?" And I was like, "No." He said, "I would have bought everything he did." And I was like, "You know what? You're right." So, my hands are gonna be wet for a second. Maybe I can reach without showing myself. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna get that. So I got off at 3:30 yesterday, 3:30, 3:50, just because Wednesday was such a long day, and all I wanted to do was go to the gun place, get these items, put them on my gun, and have a great day, and then go to the gun range. Did that happen? No, because of all of this. So, Lowe's, you are the best, and you just are the best, and that's all that needs to be said, because you were able to help me make this happen without even realizing you were helping me to make this happen. So your girl is super happy. And anyway, I'm gonna talk about this really quick, and then I actually have to get ready to go to work, and I'm probably gonna run late, but it's cool. I got like 10-15 minutes. I can make it happen. Here's the big thing. I am out later in the night just with work and stuff like that, or up early or by myself, whether meetings, photo shoots, things like that. So this is why this is very, very important to me, and it seems really probably whatever. If you know me in real life, my safety is a really big deal to me, just based off of life. And then me living by myself, I've always traveled to work and done a lot of things by myself, and then there was somebody who did something to somebody that lives in my building. They did something, it was really big all over Dallas, like on the news or whatever, and I can't afford stuff like that to happen. And there's always like little hiding spots getting out from your car and stuff like that. I have a backpack or multiple backpacks and stuff like that when I'm carrying upstairs. Anyway, so long story short, that is why, one, I'm carrying. We know I started out with the Ruger, and as I realized about things and just in general, I just needed to kind of get just a level up. I'm semi-compact. This is considered a compact. I actually thought this was full size. I like compact and full size. They are more my jam. They're more my type. But I haven't tried to conceal a full size. I've figured out how to conceal a semi-compact or a compact, but not a full size. But we'll get there. This light is literally because nighttime. Nighttime, I'm in my house, if anything like that. That's why this was important to me, because some people are like, why didn't you get a laser? I really believe that everybody has their own thing. If I get to a point of understanding that I need to get a laser and a light mixed in together, then I will. The red dot, I'm going to tell you, just to be completely honest, with me doing photography, I always close an eye. It's just, I'm very used to it. I don't look at my full screen. I just look at the portion, so I'm always closing my eye. So this is really what this site is for. But I've realized and thought about, in a situation that's happening, am I really going to, you know what I'm saying? And with my eye, no. Probably not going to think about it, probably not going to be in a situation. So that is literally why I wanted to have the red dot. And then I just think about a lot of things that I'm really trying to focus in on, is like being able to quickly just kind of go like this and get exactly where I'm at, where I need to be. That is what this is for. I see a lot of people like, hey, you need to practice with sight and all this. I will practice on my Glock. Not saying that it's not right, but this is just a me thing and that it's working for me. My instructors of staff at the place that I go, they all have these on their firearms, and I shoot their firearms a lot, well, decent amount of times. And I like the just point, aim, boom, you're there. That's been my experience for the past 6 months plus, and I just enjoy that. Like, it's getting my brain to where it needs to. So that is why I have this on here. And then I'm saying that, I really don't even necessarily know if this is going to be like a full vlog, because this is like 13 minutes long. Anyway, so what's happening this weekend? Going to the gun range today, going to the gun range tomorrow. I have meeting a whole bunch of people at the gun range. They want to come and shoot, so I'm invited people to shoot with me. And then Sunday, I don't really have anything planned, but I do have a barbecue on Saturday. So I'm going to shoot, do all the things I need to do, probably come back home, take a shower, get everything off of me, and then go back out and then put my guns away. But that's the plan this weekend. So Yeah. I was supposed to start at the gun range. Okay. I was supposed to start at the gun range super early tomorrow, but I got lucky, and if not, start a little bit later. So we'll see. I found out that I bought the wrong light for my gun. It's actually supposed to be a TLR 7A or 7, and I bought a TLR 7 sub, unfortunately. So, trying to figure that out. Alright, you guys, so check it. How to get an oil change, been known I need to get an oil change. And I also know that I need to get tires. But they had told me that I had a little bit longer before I really needed to replace my tires. So whatever, knew that was happening. Already had in my mind. Probably about around $1,000 this time around for tires. I kind of wanted to level up on my tire experience, just in general, because of just feeling comfortable. And then my boyfriend's a truck driver, so he's really instilled me the importance of having good tires. So it is what it is. However, with that being said, went to get an oil change, got an oil change, and they told me that tire rod or ripping, axle, the whole shabam, need to get alignment plus tires. Well, without the tires, I'm looking at $2,700. With the tires, $3,700. I pretty much already knew that was going to happen. No, I didn't. I did not know that was going to happen, but I don't expect anything less, because he was like, if you want to, just do one thing first. Man, let me tell you something. I don't have a car payment. And in order for me to maintain not having a car payment, is that I need to make sure that my car is taken care of. And so that means in situations like this, we're just going to take care of it all. So they didn't have all the parts, and so they're going to order the part and be there Wednesday. I will be there Thursday, and I will be getting everything done on my car. Definitely wasn't expecting that today, but we're here. So there's that. We had the conversation about my light. I hope, have we may have at this point, the conversation about my light, that I have the wrong light on my gun and that I need to order a new one. So gonna go get a new one. It's literally 9 minutes away, so I'm gonna go do that, and I'm gonna go to the gun range, which is really sad because I think I'm pretty much gonna pass the gun range to get there. It is what it is. It's just the things that have been happening. It's like, are you really gonna get upset by the things that you know you need to get done, or the certain things that happen? No, I'm not. I'm just not. We're just gonna get her done.
Elbows out. Elbows out. Press the gun away from you. Leave a little bend in the elbows. And then take up that. Don't move it. Gotta practice at it. You do not have to be out of range to practice shooting. Okay? Does that make sense? Try it with no ammo in it. Then we'll put some ammo in it later. See if we can get a little bit. So, no ammo in it. Get your webbing all the way up. Get your finger on the trigger where you got that straight back squeeze. That's good, right there. Now, lift this thumb up. See this hand. See this meaty part of that on the frame. We're going to roll this thumb straight. There you go. This is straight. This over here. Look at elbows out. Forward. There you go. Line up in the back. God, you all line up. Okay. Jesus. Hold the front dot. Hold the target. Take up the slack in that. Ease back to the stop. Aim. Gently ease back. Oh, there you go. Try it again. Any good sightings today? Up, down. We're up here. Up here. Yeah. All right, let's see the there you go. There you go. Okay. Now you got both hands on the gun. Elbows out. Lean forward into it a little bit. Push that gun.
I mean, I'm...
You're doing instructions too? Front side line.
So, I switched my light out,
Hold it on your target.
and now I'm going to slide in that cord, push it. Now, do I put my button on the light, or what?
500 rounds. Well, okay, I put the light on for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Shotgun. What you ought to start training on is this, right? So, the way you turn on this switch, you're going to use your thumb. Down.
Okay.
You're going to be pressing down. So, I'd start just like this. All the way up here, but palm to palm, same thing.
Okay.
Thumb on this right here.
Where?
This little knob.
Okay.
Go ahead and rest it right on top.
Okay.
All you're going to do is hold down on it. It's going to turn that light on.
Okay.
Front side on your target. Step back. Take up that trigger. Damn, he's going to the morning.
Heavy.
Oh, sorry. Hey, you guys. My seatbelt's on. We know what we're doing today. I feel like at this point, like, my page vlog is just gonna be photography, guns, and travel. That's it. Going to get something to eat first. I'm going to Cracker Barrel. I'm so happy I'm saying this correctly, because check it. I would call it Crackle Barrel instead of Cracker Barrel. But yeah, so going to go do that, go eat, and then there's a gun range that's in Grapevine, kind of where I'm gonna be at anyway, so I want to check it out to see how it is. Do some drills. I'm not gonna be there all day and all night just because it's not my preferred range. I will be shooting indoor, so we know how I feel about that. And if you don't know, I don't like them. The sound and vibration is overwhelming to me, so I'm not a fan. And check it. I live by a gun range, so I hear the gun range all the time. But outside, it kind of goes out. You'll have a little bit come back, but not as much. Okay, they went that way. Not as much compared to indoor. Indoor, the sound completely like turns around and wraps and like hits you, and then you are shaking for like earthquake, in my personal opinion. But hey, so we'll see how long I last. Like I said, I won't be there long. I just want to try a few drills. It's gonna be, I just want to see how close I can get my pairing with 5 rounds.
Okay, so this next one's a 6. Yeah, not much. I have 2 mags filled with that. Are those mags? Hey, Ron. Alright, so this one is Sagan 9mm. Yeah, go ahead. Very similar. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, so.
Alright, we got one bolt away. A little bit more to go.
I haven't even shot this one now. It's a Kimber 45F. 1911 platform. This one's fun too. Yeah. Sounds like up here. It's like the 9 is actually.
Shots, except this last one, but we could have a little bit better. Alright, so here's where I messed up at. I messed up here. These just need to shoot a little higher, so the difference between the two, one has a red dot, one doesn't. This has a red dot and light, and this has nothing at all, so that's the big difference. Really gotta get better with this. This is at 3 feet. I'm gonna try to 7 feet and call it a day. Goal was 7. Hit down a little low. That was with the Smith & Wesson. So I'm realizing the difference of how far out I am versus where it should be. Alright, so my batteries are like 37%, so we don't know how much longer exactly we're going to record for the day, but check it. So you saw that I just shot. I learned some little things. So I wanted to be in and out of there. I learned 3 feet, I have no problem getting where I'm supposed to. However, when I did all those little dots, because basically what I'm trying to get is my clusters a lot smaller. That's really what I have to work on more so on the left and on the right. So for the next couple of weeks, this is just a drill that I'm going to do. When I flipped it over and actually did a target, I was completely fine. But yeah, and then to be honest, the gun range that I go to is hands down the cheapest, and to me, in my opinion, the best, just for the amount of knowledge, education, and people that are there to just walk with you and have the conversations, whether they be instructors, the range safety kit guys, and just in general. I feel like I've built a decent amount of relationship to really get a lot of advice, and it's really helped me. So I'll definitely stick to there. For this one little off moments where you just kind of want to go in and out, and they're closed today because I happen to be off on a Monday, this was great. But they're a lot more expensive. Now I understand why people say it's expensive to shoot. I don't know what you guys are talking about, because it cost me $20 to shoot literally all day long. So they're, I think, $20 or $25 an hour. My place is $20 a lane, and that's just it. Then whatever add-ons you want to do. But yeah, by far mine is, I love my range, but I'm super proud of what I learned. I don't know, I'm still going through this phase of trying to find a holster that does not cost me $300 and that is multifunctional. So we're on the chase.